Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today is the second upload and today we'll be looking at another suggested video from you guys. Is my force feedback settings for the Thrustmaster F1 wheel add-on, which is the wheel I've been using for well over a year now. So as last year, we're not just going to be looking at our force feedback strength and our control schemes and all like that. We're going to be looking at all our game settings, audio, on-screen display, and obviously camera options have already been mentioned on another video, so I'm going to leave a link to my camera options down in the description. So without further ado, let's take a look at our vibration and force feedback settings. So as you can see, I'm using the Thrustmaster T300 RS plus the F1 wheel add-on. Control scheme, nothing really to show here. Yeah, it's just every device has its own control schemes and you can change them up to your own preference. So this is pure preference here. I'm not sure what device you're using and I really cannot suggest anything here as I've only owned two wheels. So yeah, my control schemes are like this. And my calibration, I don't have anything set to more than 0 because unless you have a problem or anything like that, the device is completely functional, then I don't see why you would have anything else than 0. So nothing to see here. Then moving on to our force feedback settings. So the strength, I have it on 100, so it's the default one I believe, and then you just change the other ones. So the on-track effects, I have them on 35 as they are very strong on certain tracks like Monaco or Austria. You will understand what I'm saying if you're on a wheel. They are way stronger than the last game. So I have that on 35. I used to have that on 40. You can change it to 30 as well. You know, you can just play around, but again, personal preference, that's just mine and how my wheel works. So yeah, rumble strip effects, I have them on 70, and along with the 75 off-track effects, I do like to feel the wheel when I make a mistake or get punished for it. The wheel vibrates a lot on the gravel or on the grass, or when you hit the barrier. So yeah, I have that quite high, 70 and 75. And then the wheel damper is an interesting one, obviously a new addition to the game, and I'm not sure if it has anything to do with the wheel weight on the last game, but I don't think it does, because basically the higher you put this, it feels like the car is flying and it's not connected to the ground, and you don't have any sense of when the car is losing control or when the tires are going off or when you're losing the back end. So I don't see any benefit of having this any higher than 0 or 1. Yeah, so I have it on 0 because especially on Thrustmaster devices, David Greco said that we should have it under 5 for sure, and on Logitech ones as well. So I'm not sure how it fares on Fanatec wheels, but yeah, my Thrustmaster wheel doesn't want anything more than 0. So yeah, I have it on 0 to feel the car connected to the ground and feel the tires and stuff like that. So I do strongly recommend 0 on the wheel damper. Moving on to the understeer and H, this is basically a bit hard to explain on the wheel, but anyone who is a wheel owner will understand what I'm saying if they have this effect on. So I have it always on. It's basically when the tires are going off, you start feeling it on the wheel. But yeah, that's simple to explain, but you have to feel it on your own hands to understand. So maximum wheel rotation, always 180 on the right and 180 on the left, which is a total of 360 degrees. So yeah, nothing to see here. You don't want to be steering a truck or something like that. So yeah, 360 degrees for you. MFD shortcuts, again, that's personal preference, but on my wheel I have pretty much every button assigned to something on the control scheme, so I don't have any space for a shortcut. So yeah, a shortcut is generally used for something like ERS or to go on the tire panel, on the tire wear panel straight away, so you don't have to press X 2 or 3 times. So yeah, that's basically a shortcut, but I don't mind not having any, but that's again personal preference. So if you have any space on your device from buttons and stuff like that which are not assigned to anything, then you can put a shortcut, and yeah, it's very useful. Moving on to audio volume levels, master volume and music are set to 7, effect and speech to 10, as I do like to hear the car crashing onto another car. Well, I don't really like to hear that, but you know, I like to hear it loudly when it happens or when you touch the barrier. And also this pitch when Jeff speaks, I think that's what it adjusts. Here are the advanced audio settings again. Personal preferences, I don't like anything such as subtitles or the controller speaker or the upshift tone and the replay music, so I have them on off. Graphics options, I never like to have a lot of brightness on any of my games or any of my screens, so I have that on 0.98, and the motion blur strength is at to 100%, and I would strongly recommend 100% or anything higher than 80, as it does make the gameplay smoother, and I'm not sure if it causes any problems when you have it under 50, so I recommend over 90%, so yeah, 100% for me. Steering animations, obviously, when if you have that off, basically there's no hands on the wheel, which is a bit frustrating and annoying, so yeah, I have that on, so I like to see the hands on the wheel. On-screen display, as I'm not from the UK or any country that uses miles per hour, obviously use kilometers per hour. Same with degrees Celsius, I don't use Fahrenheit. Yeah, rev counter on, track map, full track map. I don't think actually many people use this. I think more people use minimap than full track map, when I don't really see the point on a minimap because you just see 2 corners ahead. And if you use full track map, you can basically see any incidents or where stopped cars are or where the traffic is and where you'll rejoin if you make a pit stop, for example. So I think it's more useful to have full track map rather than a mini map, which just shows you a quarter of the track, if that. So telemetry settings, I don't play around with that as I'm very new to telemetry settings and I've never really used them. So yeah, that has been my settings and my controls, my audio settings. We've been through all my game options and stuff like that, so I hope you enjoy this. I hope this is helpful to some of you, especially for the wheel users, to see my force feedback strength and settings. So yeah, that has been it for the second upload of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you're enjoying these double uploads, and I'm sure you do because the support in this channel has been just mental compared to other months of this. So yeah, thank you to all of you who have subscribed. We have so many new people, both in the comments, liking and subscribing, so make sure you keep on the support and I'll keep on bringing 2 uploads per day, especially hard laps plus setups, tutorials and anything that you guys want. Make sure to put them in the comment section and I'll make sure I do them. So until next time guys, see you.